For Smoke, my melodic inspiration for this one gravitated towards Tom York and his vocal work with his solo stuff in Radiohead, and it felt really appropriate to pair that with the complexity and the consistency of the drum beat that John was doing. It felt really good to pair that together. I think it works really well to pair kind of this soaring vocal and the higher register with the intensity of the instrumentals. And it also kind of matches the verses and the chorus. The choruses get slightly more aggressive in the lyrics, and even just with my guitar part coming in there, it felt really nicely paired together.
Yeah, I think Smoke is one of those songs that kind of came together for us in the room, really. I think John had sent us a voice memo with his drum groove, and we started jamming on it, and yeah, it turned into something really cool. Like, I think my favorite thing is that kind of the drums stay consistent, and you've got Natalie's voice over the top that's, kind of eerie and ethereal, and then underneath, the song kind of takes you through like 3 different keys without even really realizing it. And like the verse is like an 11-bar phrase, but I think that sort of adds to the sort of like mystery of Natalie's lead on top. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites on the album.
I wanted the drums to kind of stay steady and droney so that the other band members could add on top of it. And towards the end of the song, I wanted listeners to just kind of not pay attention to the groove, but kind of be like a foundational pulse thing that just kind of happens. For this one, I used a pocket operator. I think it was either the rhythm model or the office model, but it was like something super small. It's like a little calculator type of thing, and I love the sounds that I get from it. Made a little beat rhythm on it and just transferred it to Pro Tools. Normally I would put shakers or tambourines, but I think doing this pocket operator stuff was a cool idea. For the mix, it really was about Natalie and Eric. They were taking most of the dynamics, I think. And especially at the end where Eric plays the Juno over the arpeggiated Rhodes, he just kind of doubles it, and it just adds so much texture and so much energy towards the end of the song. And I think when he initially did it, he was kind of feeling like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep it, but I just kept it. Like anything he tracked. Like I try to keep and utilize, as much of it as I could. He didn't want to keep the intro where it just kind of wobbles, or the wow and flutter type of effect that he had on his Juno. But I'm glad Natalie and I convinced him to keep it, because I think it really sets a tone for the entire EP. The drums were printed to tape, and I brought it back into Pro Tools. I printed it to my Otari MX5050 8-track, half-inch reel-to-reel, and I think it just adds a subtle color to it and a little bit of compression. Not too much, but yeah, it definitely made the drum sound a little bit more special. For Natalie's vocals, I was having a hard time using my go-to reverb, which is Deverb in Pro Tools, that I had to bust out my Lexicon PCM 70 rack mount unit and just kind of put her vocals through that as well, and it just kind of elevated her vocals into that atmospheric type of vibe that we wanted to give off, because this song was kind of like our intro song to who Muur is.